The 1983 women's national team is the winningest team in Canadian field hockey history. Coming off the back of top 5 World Cup performances and hosting the 1979 World Championships, this was a team at the peak of their golden years. They capped off a historic season with a silver medal at the 1983 World Cup in Malaysia. Helmed by Hall of Fame coaches Marina van der Merwe and Kathy Broderick, this was a team predicated on hard work, fitness, and innovation. A relatively small hockey-playing nation, Team Canada dove headfirst into the underdog mentality and used it to their advantage.
So each year from 75 to up to 83, we kind of improved our rankings, and it was because Marina, our coach, and Kathy, and the support staff, they were all there and sort of looking at ways of making our team improve.
That underdog mentality is something that is always underlined with both the men's and women's programs, I think. It's a battle that you want to do because you want to prove to everybody that you deserve to be in that elite circle.
And although our skills may not have been quite as technical as Holland, say, in Germany, Marina was working on our fitness, and we were an extremely fit team, and I think that certainly helped us if our skills weren't quite as good as the other team.
We trained hard. You know, Marina and Kathy worked us incredibly hard, and from a physical point of view, a mental point of view, all those sorts of things to prepare us for the conditions in Malaysia.
Prior to the World Cup in Malaysia, the team centralized in Perth, Australia for 3 months. Here they acclimatized to the heat, trained as a team, and developed the on and off field cohesiveness that would prove to be so vital in their successful World Cup run.
It was a pretty nice spot to be, and of course being in Australia, which is a hotbed for hockey, was fantastic. You know, getting ourselves not only physically prepared for the challenge of the heat in Malaysia and the humidity, but also the challenge of going in to a World Cup. I mean, my eyes were wide open. That was a first kick in the can for myself, so I really had no idea what to expect, but was along for the ride and enjoyed absolutely every minute of it. I was living the dream. I was playing a sport that I love with people that were great in the summertime in a beautiful country, so it didn't get much better than that.
We were together every day practically, but we did have days off where we'd all go to the beach and that kind of stuff, you know, that sort of thing, recreational activities. I just think we got along really, really well. It was one of the sort of more, I don't know, cohesive teams that I've been on.
Canada finished at the top of their group at the World Cup and went on to upset Australia in a thrilling semi-final game that went to penalties.
We had the confidence, we worked hard, it wasn't always easy, and we beat those to culminate in the 1983 World Cup, where we started to believe in ourselves that we could be the best in the world.
In terms of not only the athletes on the team, but also our coaching staff and all of our support staff, we believed in what we were doing, we worked hard at what we did, and we did whatever had to be done to be successful. So in many ways, I think we were a bit of the perfect storm. We had all of the key elements come together at the right time, and we made the most of those opportunities.
And we were well adapted to the heat because we had been in Australia and sort of acclimatized there. We had great support staff, you know, physio, doctor, all that kind of thing. So any injuries were taken care of right away, and we were so fit.
All of a sudden, you know, you're playing well, you're winning some games, and that confidence builds, that momentum builds, and basically we were the underdog, so we had nothing to lose and everything to gain. So for us, it was as we continued throughout the tournament and had success, we just built on that, and the feeling amongst the group was that, you know, this is something pretty special.
And although Canada fell in the championship match to the Netherlands, their amazing run goes down in history as the best finish of any Canadian field hockey team, and one that members of the team look back on fondly.
Your teammates were your family, and you know, through thick and thin, and there were tough days. There's no doubt there were some really uncomfortable days, hard days, injuries, sicknesses, but I mean, I look back at it with great fondness. I mean, I had a great time, and you know, in the end, it just worked out that we managed to get through and win that semi-final game and get into the final, and it was absolutely fantastic.
The core of this team went on to finish 5th at the next year's Olympic Games and tacked on a bronze at the 1986 World Cup. This amazing group of athletes, coaches, and support staff set the example for Canadian hockey for years to come. Congratulations to the 1983 Women's National Team for their induction into the Field Hockey Canada Hall of Fame.